Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
1 year ago, I introduced my father when he declared his candidacy. In his own way and through his own sheer force of will, he sacrificed greatly to enter the political arena as an outsider. And he prevailed against a field of 16 very talented competitors. For more than a year, Donald Trump has been the people's champion. And tonight, he is the people's nominee. Like many of my fellow millennials, I do not consider myself categorically Republican or Democrat. More than party affiliation, I vote based on what I believe is right for my family and for my country. Sometimes it's a tough choice. That is not the case this time. As the proud daughter of your nominee, I'm here to tell you that this is the moment, and Donald Trump is the person to make America great again. Real change, the kind we have not seen in decades, is only going to come from outside the system, and it's going to come from a man who spent his entire life doing what others said couldn't be done. My father is a fighter. When the primaries got tough and were tough, he did what any great leader does. He dug deeper, worked harder, got better, and became stronger. I have seen him fight for his family. I have seen him fight for his employees. I have seen him fight for his company. And now I am seeing him fight for our country. It's been the story of his life, and more recently, the spirit of his campaign. It's also a prelude to reaching the goal that is this awesome. When this party, and better still this country, knows what it is like to win again. If it's possible to be famous and yet not really well done, that describes the father who raised me. In the same office in Trump Tower, where we now work together, I remember playing on the floor by my father's desk, constructing miniature buildings with Legos and the director says, while he did the same with concrete, steel, and glass. My father taught my siblings and me the importance of positive values and strong ethical compass. He showed us how to be resilient, how to deal with challenges, and how to strive for excellence in what we do. He taught us that there's nothing we cannot accomplish. If we marry vision, passion, with enduring work ethic. One of my father's greatest talents is the ability to see potential in people before they see it in themselves. It's why I like. He taught us that potential vanishes into nothing without effort, and that like him, we each had a responsibility to work not just for ourselves, but for the betterment of the world around us. Over the years, on too many occasions to count, I saw my father tell stories out of newspaper about people whom he never met, who were facing some injustice or hardship. He'd write a note to his assistant and snapped it, and requested that the person to be found and invited to Trump Tower to meet with and draw upon his extensive network to find them a job or get them a and they would leave his office as people so often do after having been with Donald Trump, feeling that life could be great again. Throughout my entire life, I have witnessed his empathy and generosity toward others, especially those who were suffering. It's just his way of being in your corner when you're down. My My father not only has the strength and ability necessary to be our next president, but also the kindness and compassion that will enable him to be the leader that this country needs. My father has a sense of fairness that touches every conviction of his fold.
I've worked alongside of him
I
for
work
more than a
alongside with
decade now
him,
at the Trump Organization. And I've
and
seen
I've
how he
seen how he operates as a leader, making important decisions that shape careers and that change lives.
I've learned a lot
I've learned a lot
about
about the world from working construction by his side.
When run
When run
properly,
properly,
construction sites are true
meritocracy.
Competence
Competence
in the
in the
building
building
trades is easy
trades
to
is
spot,
easy
and
to spot, and incompetence is
hide.
impossible to hide.
These sites are
These
also
also incredible melting pots, gathering people from all walks of life and uniting them to work towards a single mission.
There have
always been men of all background and ethnicity on my father's job site, and long before it was commonplace, you will also saw women. My father values talent. He recognizes real knowledge and skill when he finds it. He's colorblind and gender neutral. He hires the best person for the job, period. Words and promises, no matter how visionary they sound, will only get you so far. In our business, you're not a builder unless you got a building to show for it. Or in my father's case, city skylines. Most people strive their entire lives to achieve great success in a single industry. My father has succeeded in many on the highest level and on a global scale. One of the reasons he has thrived as an entrepreneur because he listens to everyone. Billionaire executives don't usually ask the people doing the work for the opinion of the work. My father is an exception. On every one of his projects, you see him talking to the surveyor, the painter, the engineer, the electrician. He asks them for their feedback. If they think something should be done differently, could be done
when
better.
Donald Trump is in charge, all that counts
is ability, effort, and excellence.
This has long been the philosophy
at the Trump Organization. At my father's company, there are more female than male executives. Women are paid equally for the work that we do. And when a woman becomes a mother, she is supported, not shut down. Women represent 46% of the total U.S. labor force and 40% of the American household income. In 2014, women made 83 cents for every dollar made by men. Single women with children earn 94 cents for each dollar earned by men, whereas married mothers make only 77 cents. As researchers have noted, gender is no longer the factor creating the greatest wage discrepancy in this country. Motherhood is. As president, my father will change the labor laws that were put into place at a time when women were not a significant portion. And he will focus on making equality childcare affordable and accessible for all. As a mother myself of 3 young children, I know how hard it is to work up. And I also know that I'm far more fortunate than most. American families need relief. Policies that allow women with children to drive should not be novelties, it should be the norm. Politicians talk about wage equality, but my father has made it a practice and his company throughout his entire career. He will fight for equal pay for equal work, and I will fight for this too, right alongside the pain. Americans today need an economy that permits people to rise again. A Trump presidency will turn the economy around and restart the greatest American constitution, giving each generation half of brighter opportunities than those generations that came before. In Donald Trump, we have a candidate who knows the difference between wanting something done and making it happen.
When my father says that he will build a tower,
keep an eye on the skylights. Floor by floor, a soaring structure will appear, usually record setting in height and iconic in its design. Real people are hired to do real work. Vision becomes reality.
When my father says that he will make America great again,
he will deliver.
We have a
We have
chance
a
this
chance
year
to reclaim our heritage as a country that dreams big and makes the impossible happen. Fortunately, Donald Trump is capable of thinking small.
When I
was a child, my father always told me, Ivanka, if you're gonna be thinking anyway, you might as well think big. As president, my father will take on the vote and what he fights.
He will be
unafraid to set lofty goals, and he will be relentless in his determination to achieve them.
To
people all over America, I say, when you have my father in your corner, you will never again have to worry about being let down. He will fight for you all the time, all the way, every time.
Maybe it's the
developer in him, but Donald Trump cannot stand to see empty Main Street and boarded factories. He can't bear the injustice in college graduates who are crippled by student debt, and mothers who can't afford the childcare, required to return to work better the lives of their families. Other politicians see these hardships, see the unfairness of it all, and they say, I feel for you. Only my father will say, I'll fight for you. The hardworking men and women of this country identify with my father. He's tough and he's persevering. He's honest and he's real. He's an optimist and he's relentless believer in America and of her potential. He loves his family and he loves his country with his heart and his soul.
Politicians ask to be judged by their promises, not their results.
I ask you to judge my father by his results. Judge his values by those things instilled in his children. Judge his competency by the towers he built, the companies he's founded, and the tens of thousands of jobs he created. He's the single most qualified chief executive of an $18 trillion economy. My father will call upon the best and brightest people from all sphere and industry on both sides of the aisle, a new set of thinkers to face our country existing and future problems with fresh perspective and brave new solutions. Come January 17, all things will be possible again. We can hope and dream and think big again. No one has more faith in America than people than my father. He will be the greatest, the truest, and your most loyal champion. This is the fighter, the doer that you have chosen as your nominee. In ways no one expected, this moment in life of country has defied the mission and given it to its extraordinary man. He's ready to see it on the way through, to speak to every man and every woman of every background and every part of his great country, to earn your trust and to earn your vote. He earned that and much more from me from a long time ago. I loved and respected him my entire life. And I could not be more proud tonight to present to you and to all of America, my father and our next president, Donald J. J.
Trump.
Trump.